Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to Black Dragon Biker TV. This is the Black Dragon Biker News Network. Biker news you can trust. And as always, I'd like to thank you all for tuning in from wherever it is in the entire world that you happen to be. Good morning, Mike Ball, Kay Wayne, Mama Iron Ranger, and the whole Black Dragon Biker TV family. Thank you all for being here. Women have always had a hard time in motorcycling, it seems. It's been crazy. Women have always had a hard time throughout the centuries trying to do normal things that everybody else does, like voting and and just the right to even wear the clothes you want to wear. Like so many cultures want to strap women from head to toe with all kinds of clothing. When you look at the cowboy days in America, women were dressed from the neck down to the shins on these crazy ass dresses with these big, huge bell kind of things, and you're just not ever able to see a real woman's form. And then when it come to riding motorcycles and then being in motorcycle clubs, even though the first motorcycle clubs had women in them, some of the biggest, baddest, toughest 1% motorcycle clubs in the world had full patch women as sisters for a while. But then it changed. The World War came, and World War II, after World War II, we had all these returning veterans, and even the motorcycle companies, where they used to have advertisement with a woman riding next to a man, they changed the advertisements to a woman riding behind a man. Even the motorcycle manufacturers turned against women. And I can remember in the beginning days of my motorcycle club world life, where women wouldn't even be heard in meetings. They weren't even allowed to speak. 1%ers wouldn't even talk to women. If you were a woman in a motorcycle club, you had to have some sort of male come represent you. It's been just crazy as F out there for women. Still, women continue to outride, outperform, outshine. They've got the baddest motorcycles. They're riding the longest rides. They're doing the most out there, just trying to be who and what they are. And today's story, this doesn't seem to be confined to just America. In today's story, we're going to read about some brave Iranian women. Now, it's been tough being a woman on a motorcycle in the United States, but you haven't had to worry about being kidnapped, murdered, and killed for it by your own government. Today on Black Dragon Biker TV, we're talking to you halfway across the world we're going to take you halfway across the world to Iran, where there's a new wave of rebellion that's roaring through the streets on two wheels. It's women. Yeah, women in Iran, they're having to do what women have had to do in countries all over the world, including America. In defiance of their country's morality police. They got folks running around. They'll beat your ass if your beard isn't full. Or if you're a woman and not dressed in a hijab. There was a karate instructor woman that was recently arrested. There was another woman, an influencer. They got these influencers now. These kids are with these influencers. This one girl they actually murdered or put to death because she wasn't following the modesty laws. So in defiance of this country's morality police and strict modesty laws, Iranian women bikers are now riding openly in Tehran, refusing to hide their passion or their power. Now, clerics have condemned them, bizarrely claiming they are exposed to the wind. You're exposed to the wind! So these fearless women are proving that freedom is worth the risk. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about that this morning. And we'll discuss the growing movement of female motorcyclists in Iran and how these riders are challenging the decades of gender oppression and the government's mixed response from silence to moral panic. But even bigger, why biker culture around the world has always symbolized freedom and rebellion and has always drawn the ire. We draw, as bikers, men and women bikers, for some reason, we draw the ire of governments. We're also going to look at this guy who is a Hell's Angel. And I guess the better way is that he's a Hell's Angels. And he, in Canada, just petitioned the government. I guess he was a hitman. And he said the government, in denying his parole, pays way too much attention to the victims. Way too much attention to the victims, man. And does he have a point? We're going to look at that. Is the government paying way too much attention to victims? Anyway, that and other biker news headlines in 1 minute and 7 seconds when we return. I'm Black Dragon, your host of hosts. We've got several hosts here now these days. And so I'm Black Dragon, one of your hosts. And I appreciate you tuning in since 2016. We'll be back in 1 minute and 7 seconds after this brief introduction. Thanks for tuning in and hanging out, family.
Black Dragon Biker News. He's on YouTube. Black Dragon Biker News. Get yourself educated by his books, then you'll learn how to move. Black Dragon Biker News. He covers it all. So click on the screen, hit subscribe to get updated Biker News with MC Protocol. A lot of phonies popped up when this YouTube Biker News craze came about, but the man on this channel is the first to do it and the only one that never sold out. His name is Black Dragon. Darker than me, the hits the sea, repping Uncle Sam. They traded that uniform for the vest from the Mighty Black Sabbath. Not the band, I'm talking about the Mighty Black Sabbath. MC, we're paid his dues and the earned his stripes. From prospect all the way up to national peace. All the copycat creators and the content stealers and haters, there have been many, but there's only one larger than life. Like Michael with the cowboy hat that knows kung fu and says kicks Kenny. Black Dragon Biker News. He's on YouTube. Black Dragon Biker News. Yourself educated by his books and you learn how to move. Black Dragon Biker News. He covers it all. So click on the screen, hit subscribe to get updated Biker News with MC Protocol.
Well, alrighty then. It's your boy Black Dragon. Welcome to Black Dragon Biker News Network. Biker news you can use. Biker news you can trust. Biker news from the biker's point of view. And I'd like to thank you all for tuning in, wherever it is in the whole entire world that you happen to be. And allow me, please, to introduce. We are the only biker news and MC Protocol channel in the entire world to have our very own Dr. Logic in the house.
What's up, everyone? What's going on, Black Dragon? Good Friday.
Good Friday. Hey, man. Good Friday.
Hey, man, you got a shout out last night.
I did?
Yeah.
Last night, what? What was happening last night?
K Solo had a show. He gave a shout out to the Black Dragon Biker TV and Lavish and myself.
Really?
Yes, sir.
Oh man, thank you, K Solo. I mean, I don't know why you gave a shout out to the other two, but
Foxy was on, and she talked about you, and
she did.
Yes, sir.
What did she say about me?
No, that's between you and her. No, she was just talking about. They was talking about the proc.
How you gonna do that? That's so
no. They was talking about the proc, and she was talking about how you came to the proc and your books and everything. So
thank you, K Solo. Thank you, Fox. I don't know why y'all mention the other two.
See, I didn't have to tell you that, right?
I don't know why you mentioned that,
right? I didn't have to tell you that, right?
Why were y'all mentioned though in the same breath as my great name?
Oh, and Goldie shot and yesterday on Goldie's show.
Goldie shouted me out?
Yes, sir.
Oh,
actually played the clip of the show before he did his show. I was on his show.
You were on his show, but
not on it. I was watching it. Put it that way. I wasn't.
I don't know why y'all got mentioned though.
Well, I tell you, bro.
Why'd they mention y'all?
Bro, I tell you.
I mean,
tell you, man.
Why I gotta share the stage with y'all?
Well, I've been saying that to you, man. I've been saying that.
Anyway. I'm just saying. I just want to keep it logical.
keep it logical, bro. Gotta keep it logical, man.
Anyway, how are you this morning?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Oh, so really put SpongeBob up there? Yeah, okay. All right. Y'all can do that to me, but don't forget the spoons now. Don't forget the spoons. If you're gonna do it to me, don't forget the spoons.
There are no spoons.
Let me see the spoons in the chat. Let me see the spoons in the chat.
Don't do that.
Let me see the spoons.
Look at it. This is ridiculous.
There you go. There you go.
See, nobody likes me. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
You gotta do the sponge. We gotta do the spoons. Okay.
Natural Born Raider says Black Dragon is a hater. I'm his hater this morning. There goes BD with the tracksuits.
Spoons and tracksuits. You got a spoon in your pocket. You got a spoon in your pocket.
Goldie shouted y'all out yesterday. That is so cool. Thank you, Goldie. You know, as I'll tell everybody, Goldie was absolutely the it was Goldie and Dibber in the Wind that got me started in this. And then Big Cell from FHOATLGA taught me how to do it and spent many, many weeks teaching me the whole entire system of how it all worked.
And your literary start came from the prop.
And my literary start came from the prop. Yes. And my public speaking start.
And your public speaking.
Yeah. The proc is the first place my books gained notoriety. Because my books were just barely moving before the proc.
Right.
And then my public speaking exploded after the proc. And wow, I can trace my root.
Did you take public speaking in school?
Huh? Yes.
You did?
Yeah, I was on a debate team, and I took public speaking, and my mom put me in 4-H and Speakers Bureau. And the Red Cross, I was Red Cross Disaster Action Team Leader, Disaster Action Youth Chairman for Oklahoma, Texas Panhandle Division. And as the Disaster Action Youth Chairman, I went all over all over Oklahoma, Texas, and gave speeches and stuff about preparedness and how to fight disasters. So I had a lot of training in this. And then I went to Navy instructor training school and became a master training specialist in the Navy. And then finally, I got my first degree in education, workforce education.
Oh, okay.
A specialty in training, education, and development for Southern Illinois University at Carbondale. I am a Saluki.
Y'all notice how he had to give me the entire background. I just asked, did he take public speaking in school, bro? But that's all good, though. It's all good.
People don't know my public speaking background, so
You know how I learned how to do public speaking besides English class?
You're a preacher.
No, high school, man. High school, bro. Rapping, getting on the stage. Well, we did plays in school. Everybody did plays in school, but getting on the stage and people think. I mean, even singers, whatever performer was, when you got on the stage and you had to look out there at all them people, all your peers. That's terrifying.
Yeah, I was a rapper.
Yeah, I remember you telling me that.
DJ JB Chill.
Oh, so your MC name was DJ? Well, that's like DJ Run.
I was DJ JB Chill, and before I was JB Chill, I was DJ John Bunch.
Are you related? Are you related to a serial killer Bunch?
I hope not. And anybody who, if you ever hear anybody say John Bunch, they know me from the late 70s and mid 80s until my best friend Solo renamed me JB Chill after the EPMD record, You've Got to Chill. And that's how I became JB Chill.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah.
Shout out to Chief Air Force Base. Fire Department, Las Vegas.
Shout out.
I did. I just showed my cup.
All right. Today's first story.
Okay.
They sent you that cup?
No, when I did my when I had our 30-year reunion for being deployed in Greece. One of the guys that I was deployed with, he's still in the Air Force at this base. And he brought us on the base and they cooked for us. It was awesome. We did a tour. It was awesome, bro. Like, man, when we knew you, you was a one striper. You freaking chief now. You know what I'm saying?
Poor bastard still in, man. Anyway, let's move to the first story. All right, Black Dragon Biker News. This is bikerliberty.com. Biker news you can trust. Let's go down to this story. These poor women, bro. These poor women. All revved up with nowhere to go. Here you go. Look at this beautiful Iranian woman here. Where's the hijab and stuff like that? You about to get your ass in trouble, girl. Quit playing. Quit playing out there with the nice boots on and stuff. The girl, woo, this could be trouble. Brave Iranian biker women flout the regime's morality police despite raving clerics. And you know, them clerics don't be messing around over there. We've seen them on TV. Fretting that they're exposing themselves, not only to God, but they're exposing themselves to the wind. What the hell? That's crazy. While female motorcyclists go unchallenged for now, the religious police are still enforcing other modesty laws. Here we are. So we're looking at some brave Iranian women out there riding. Now, this woman has her hijab on, but no helmet. That's not safe. Iranian police rules say that motorcycle licenses can only be given to men. The bullshit just continues. It doesn't matter what country. The bullshit against women just continues, man. Rebellious women are once again taking to the streets of Tehran, this time on motorbikes. Women motorcyclists seem to be going unchallenged for now. Scooters and bikes are becoming a popular form of transport for women in the Iranian capital, despite backlash from traditionalists, crazy-ass men who have way too much testosterone and ego. Under the Iranian regime, all women are forced to conceal their hair and to dress modestly. Why? We want to see them booties flapping, bro. What the hell? Don't you be wondering what's under them things everybody's hiding? Don't you?
You're not talking to me, are you?
I'm just asking. You never wondered? I wonder what she's hiding under there.
Nope.
Come on, preacher.
Nope.
You never wondered. You never wondered, not one time.
You know how long I've been married?
No, we're not talking about marriage here. You can't wonder.
I've been married a long time.
You can't wonder.
That's temptation. We fight temptation.
You're probably one of those that would have them wear all that. Let's fight temptation, girl. Let's fight it. Anyway, I've wondered. I know I've wondered. If you wondered out there, please put out in the comments, I've wondered. Do that for me. Or if you haven't wondered, say I haven't wondered. Anyway, under the Iranian regime, all women are forced to conceal their hair and dress modestly. Mohammed Siraj, a hardline Tehran MP, what is MP? Military police? I'm not sure what MP is here, but he said
military police
that a woman sitting on a motorcycle cannot maintain the modest attire expected of her because she is exposed to the wind. What kind of bullshit is that, bro? She's exposed to the wind. Show me in the holy texts where you can't be exposed to the wind. I just want to see it. In any event, that's what he said. Women are allowed to drive a car in Iran, but they cannot ride motorcycles outside of sport. Iranian police rules say that motorcycle license can only be given to mardan, the Farsi word for men. Mardan. Okay? Mardan. Despite this, more and more female bikers are like, kiss my ass. And they can be zipping around Tehran. They're like, more and more women. They're like,
kiss my ass.
And they can be seen zipping around Tehran. And that's good. Marat Benman described riding her bright yellow scooter to the coffee shop that she runs. It was a big deal for me, she said. I didn't really know how to go about it. This 38-year-old said that when she first took to the road, she thought she might be shouted at or arrested. But so far, she's been left alone. Oh, that's beautiful. In fact, most people don't seem to mind her riding. In the beginning, I was quite stressed, but gradually the way people treated me and their reactions encouraged me a lot, she said. Another female motorcyclist said she used to worry about being stopped by the morality police, but said even traffic police officers don't have a problem with us when they see us, that we have helmets and are following safety measures. Yeah, that makes sense. We're careful, we signal, we stop at red lights, and they leave us alone. Women motorcyclists seem to be going unchallenged for now, but the regime's religious police are still enforcing modesty laws. At the weekend, Iran's strict morality police arrested a female taekwondo and gymnast coach for not wearing a hijab during a public performance. You should see the picture of that girl. Her karate kick is so perfect. It is like, well, you know how the taekwondo people do it with their leg, just like, you know, like you're wondering how the hell did you make your body do that? And she got arrested for that. I wish I had that.
Well,
you know what? I might even have it, the picture. Is this it? Does it go over there? Yeah, look at this. Well, you should see her. There she is. That's her right there. That's the girl that was arrested for. Look at that kick, bro. Absolute.
Oh, that's a perfect kick right there.
Absolute perfection, man.
She got arrested for that?
She got arrested for a performance, or a public performance, where she was not wearing the hijab. You know, the hijab would add a bit of mystery to it. Like, do you remember Gaddafi had all those women bodyguards? Do you remember
that? No.
Oh man, he had a bunch of women.
I just don't remember. I'm pretty sure.
It was so cool, man. And they all were like black belts and stuff. In any event, a girl got arrested for that. And so that's what they're facing. The athlete was a social media star. Her name is Saharati Raud Pashti. Forgive me, Saharati, for messing up your name. Was taken to an undisclosed location by the Ministry of Intelligence agents. A source close to her family said the arrest was justified as she was failing to observe public dress codes during public performances. That's what they said. Actually, we probably shouldn't have that sound. We should have the mad sound. Yeah. So back in January, a fearless, her family now has no idea, oh my God, if she is alive or dead during her detention. Oh my God. Here's the other one I was telling you about. Back in January, a fearless Iranian woman snatched the turban of a cleric after he blasted her for not wearing a headscarf. She snatched his turban off. That could get you killed. She then wrapped the turban around her head. So you don't want me to have my headdress? So she snatched his turban off and wrapped it around her head. And that got her promptly arrested. More recently, President Masoud Pezeshkian, forgive me for messing up your name, sir, warned that the Iranian capital may have to be evacuated after it was revealed that its reservoirs only have 9 days of drinking water left. The country faces one of the worst droughts in history, which the president called a serious and unimaginable crisis. Yet you're running around here effing with people for their headscarves. The crisis is another blow for the Ayatollah after Israel and the U.S. carried out a bombing campaign earlier this year where they claimed to have knocked out their nuclear reactors completely. Well, we don't know if that's right or not, but that's what they said. Women are allowed to drive a car, but they cannot ride motorcycles outside of sport. Like, I guess they can ride sport bikes, but they can't, like maybe in the desert or something, but they can't ride these motorcycles through the city.
Those are like mopeds, aren't they?
Those are like mopeds.
I mean, that's what they look like. They look like motorcycles. I mean,
they look a little bit like Victory Visions. I always hated the fact that Victories look like this. But most people don't seem to mind the change. Victory Vision looks like a big moped, if you ask me. Anyway,
Well, I'm not going to say anything because a Harley doesn't look like a moped.
Joseph says, "Where's Princessa?" I don't know. She's in here somewhere. Princessa, where are you? But
You
that's
still
not
got that man. I thought you gave that dog back.
He
I thought
brought her. He brought her over here this morning. Well,
let me ask you a question. Are you feeding the dog?
Yeah, I feed the dog. She
No, I'm going somewhere with this. I'm going
and looks for her bowl. That's the first.
Okay, you're feeding the dog, right? So they're bringing the dog over this so you can feed the dog so they don't have to.
Maybe because she came in here hungry as a mofo, bro. Hitting her where her bowl is.
Big Hooch said his Victory Magnum don't look like a moped.
Come on, man. You know our victories look like mopeds. Especially the Johnny Rocket Victory Vision.
Which was you ain't giving that dog back.
Huh?
Joseph said you ain't giving that dog back.
He comes and gets her every evening. And then he lets her out on the property and she runs straight up here to the dragon lair.
That's where she's gonna get fed. That's why it's spending your money. And the owner ain't spending no money. They're gonna come and say, okay, it's time for her shots. And you can be like, okay.
So yesterday, her and Tank took off, and I had forgot to put Tank's tracker on him. So he's screaming, "Princessa, Princessa!" And I look, and Tank is gone, and I realize that his collar's here, and he's screaming, losing his mind. He loves that dog so much, and I'm screaming, losing my mind. Where the hell is Tank? Then the phone rings, and I know it already, and I say, "Do you have one dog or two?" Because we got two dogs up here. And we jump in the car. Tank, he convinces Brutus too. Tank is a convincer. A dog that'll never leave the yard gets around Tank and becomes the roamer. we should do a television series called The Roamer. Here, our next story. Listen, by the way, hey, folks, we need you guys. We must have you. Hey, if you are somebody that watches this show every day, please get a subscription. Get our $4.99 subscription if you don't mind. Help out the channel. We need to get about 100 new subscribers, man. That would really help us out a lot. So go ahead and do that for us, man. Hit that subscription.
Oh my God.
Hit that like button and hit that subscribe button and help us out. All right, next story. Hells Angels hitman complains that the parole board of Canada pays too much attention to victims. Did somebody actually do that, man? Somebody actually... You guys are paying way too much attention to the victims right now. What about me? Anyway, a Hells Angels hitman who killed a man in Nova Scotia cannot fathom why the parole board of Canada takes his victim's family's word over his when it comes to granting him his freedom. He can't fathom it.
I don't know why.
I just can't imagine why you would take their word over mine. What the hell's wrong with you people?
I have no idea why. I mean, maybe because I kill people. I mean, I don't know.
Hey, Motogato, thank you for hearing our call. Thank you for gifting 5 Black Dragon memberships. So if you got a Black Dragon membership, it goes out randomly. So somebody got a Black Dragon membership. 5 of you guys did. Thank you, Motogato, for hearing our call. We appreciate it. And thank you. So I can't imagine, preacher, why they would take your family's word over his about when it comes to granting his freedom. His name is Dean Daniel Kelsey. He's serving a life sentence for the October 2000 shooting death of Sean Simmons in the lobby of a Dartmouth NS apartment building. Is NS for Nova Scotia, maybe? The court heard Simmons was killed for having had an affair with the wife of a member of the Hells Angels motorcycle gang. We like to say club. In a new appeal, Kelsey, who is in his early 50s, so he went to jail in 2000. It's 2025 now, right? He's been there 25 years.
25 years.
Or maybe he went in 2002 or 2003, depending on how long the trial is. But he's been in there probably more than 20 years. He He wants out. In a new appeal, Kelsey, who was in his early 50s, argued unsuccessfully against the decision this past spring to yank his day parole. Oh, so he was getting out each day and had to, and had to go in back in that night. You submit that the board's reasons demonstrate that the victims directly influenced the board's decision, and you wonder about the actual impact of their presence and, more importantly, the weight that the board gave to their representation.
The victims said something to make them want to snatch his day pass.
That's what it looks like.
How long he's been on? Did it say how long he's been on the day pass?
Not yet.
Oh.
You submit the board's reasons demonstrate that the victims directly influence. Well, he says that. He says, you submit to us, the board, that our reasons demonstrate that the victims directly influence the board's decision, and you wonder about the actual impact of their presence and, more importantly, the weight the board gave to their representations and attendance. A new decision on Kelsey from the Parole Board of Canada. They said this in a new decision from the Canada's Appeal Division. You are of the opinion that the board's decision fails to consider the full context of your case and that the decision was unduly influenced by the victims who were present. You argue that the victims' statements and presence were given too much weight in their assessment and that you do not understand why their statements were given more weight than your explanations. The parole board revoked Kelsey's day parole on March 18th because inmates at the Quebec halfway house where he was staying were scared to sleep in the same room as him. You remember we did the story?
Yes.
You remember?
Yeah.
We did the story.
Yeah. I was scared to stay with him, so y'all got to put him back in jail. So other criminals.
He had to be quite intimidating. And his handlers could not find another halfway house that would even take him. Hey, man, we don't want that. We don't want that problem over here, bro.
Wow. We don't want some issues.
Yeah. So this past June, Biker News Canada just chimed in, and this is his area. He says he keeps getting close to parole, and then the passes are taken away. Poor bastard. So his handlers couldn't find another halfway house that would take him. This past June, Kelsey asked the appeal division to overturn that. According to the decision dated November 7th, he argued that the parole board failed to observe a principle of fundamental justice in its duty to act fairly. The parole board countered that it considered the poignant and emotional statements made by the victims. It did consider them at the outset of the hearing that highlight the trauma that continues to be caused by his actions of 25 years ago. It noted that those are important because they give a face to the consequences of his crimes, and that the parole board is legally obliged to at least consider them. The decision from the appeal division notes it could not find any grounds that would lead to the conclusion that the board was unduly influenced by the statements and that the board's decision was unreasonable because of this consideration. It's reasonable for us to consider the devastation that your acts cause and still cause. Thank you, Natural Born Podcast, for being a new member. Man, thank you guys so much. Thank you. And we need more of you guys because the show is not doing well in terms of membership, et cetera, et cetera. So we do need more of you guys. If you want to keep this show each morning, please help us by supporting it. So anyway, according to the March decision, the appeals division found the parole board had respected Kelsey's right to be heard. Bro, we've done everything right here, bro. According to the March decision that sent Kelsey back to prison, his nonverbal communication could be intimidating, and his roommates in a Quebec halfway house found some of his comments threatening. Hey, bro, I keep telling you, when you're messed up and you're screwed up, you got to have some things right about yourself. Going into the room and scaring the fuck out of everybody. Now, look where you are, right back where. And here's the thing. Here's the thing. Thing is this. They weren't considering those other people. They weren't considering the family. You had your day parole. you were doing all right. And some
Until
kind
you
of way,
start scaring people.
until some kind of way you managed to screw that up. And so now,
Go to sleep.
now
Go
we're
to
going to have
sleep.
it. Huh?
We like go to sleep. Go to sleep.
Now that we're having the appeal, guess who decided to show up? The family members.
Mm.
And so we hadn't considered them before. Here they are.
There they
That
go.
is appealed. Kelsey called that a misperception from others. A misperception. They mispercepted me.
They perceived me wrong.
They perceived me wrong. And he noted he'd never been double bunked before, and that caused adjustment issues. He'd never been double bunked before. Well, try going on a damn submarine, bro, where you got to share your bed.
That's so different.
It's not different.
It
double
is different
bunk.
because when you get on the submarine, you're expected to do that because you are in the armed forces, and they told you in boot camp this is how your living conditions are going to be, and you went to those living conditions and couldn't say nothing about it.
They did not tell you that.
They didn't tell you that.
I would have to share a effing bed with another human being.
They didn't tell you that.
No, they don't. You think they would tell you that, and then you would join submarines? If they told you, hey,
did
man,
you choose to go be? I'm sorry, I get off the track. But did you choose to be on a submarine?
Submarine is an all volunteer force.
It is. Oh.
You have to volunteer to be on, because there's
be crazy.
It's special duty. You're underneath the ocean. You
it is considered special duty.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's why I'm asking.
It's just like SEAL team duty or anything like that. It's special. You actually get specialty pay for it.
Yeah, that's why I asked, because I know. Yeah, you get special.
Yeah, you get two pays. You get sea pay and submarine pay for it.
You get combat pay.
And if you're a diver, say what?
Do you get combat pay?
Only if you're deployed in a combat area.
So if you're, do they call subs ships too, or
they call subs boats? All Navy vessels are ships. But in the submarine community, you would not call your submarine a ship. If you called it a ship, people would talk shit about you. Like, this is a boat. This ain't no damn ship. It's a boat.
So if your boat was deployed to just patrol a certain area, blah, 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 would that be considered combat pay?
Yes, it could be. Yes.
Okay. I just want to know.
But submarines spend most of their time behind enemy lines anyway. Fast attack submarines.
Right.
We're somewhere in
somebody said big money. Yeah. Right.
It was big money.
We got at that age, yeah.
We got paid more than most people in the military. And if you were a diver, you got sea pay, sub pay, dive pay, and then you got you got a lot of pays, a lot of incentives. So yeah. And the best food in the military. That's why all of us are fat now. But but you hot racking is what we did. Hot racking. And hot racking is basically what it sounds like. A guy gets out of the bed and goes on watch, and you get into the bed.
Oh, y'all in the exact same bed.
In the exact same effing bed.
When did they change it?
It's never changed. It's not changed. So a submarine back then could sleep about 150 people, and they put about 190 on it.
No, what I'm saying is, when did they change the sheets?
That you're right. So your sheets got changed about once a week. But
so you're sleeping in. So if I'm in the bunk and I'm sweating up the storm, and you come back, you got to sleep. I sweat.
Listen. Yeah, if that were the case, then they would change the sheets. Sweaters would change their sheets every day. But check this out. You were required to take a bath after each shift. And if you were a dirty bastard, you would get your ass whooped, and you'd get scrubbed laying in your bunk. The submarine service does not do dirty, nasty, stinking bastards. They don't do it. It is clean. If you got to share a bed with somebody, you're not going to share a bed with a dirty, nasty, stinking bastard.
What's pig of the port?
Huh?
What's pig of the port?
I've never hot racked. Black Dragon explained pig of the port. Joseph, I've never heard that term, pig of the port. I never heard it when I was in. But I know I know we don't do pigs. Pig of the port. What is that? I've never heard of that before. Pig of the port. What is that? Naval terminology. Pig of the port. A contest where sailors go out on a foreign port and attempt to locate the least. Oh, we would call that Brimarillo hunting. Buffarillo hunting. Pig of the port is a contest where sailors go out in foreign port. Okay, so we did this. I didn't know it had a name. I didn't know that this had a name. So, a contest where sailors go out in a foreign port and attempt to locate the least attractive member of the opposite sex so that they can bring them back to the ship to show their shipmates. We have absolutely done that before. I didn't know that that had a name. We also have ones where we call it take one for the team. So you'd have all these pretty girls and then the one ugly girl and
we
somebody.
did that in the Air Force.
Yeah, because you didn't go anywhere. You were on a base somewhere. You didn't travel the world. We traveled the world.
What do you mean we didn't travel the world?
Over all the women in it.
I was in Tehran, Spain. I was in Insolent, Turkey. What are you talking about? We didn't travel the world. I was at Ramstein Air Force Base, England. I mean, what you mean we didn't travel the world?
We took over the world and we conquered the women within it.
Navy people were the worst because they'd be out on the boat, ship, whatever you want to call it, for months at a time. Then they come into port, and then us poor souls on port, on land, have a commander's call. Your Navy brothers are coming into town, so your duty is to make sure they're safe. Man, are you crazy? They're behind because they out there in the water. So our whole weekend is busted.
Coming to town. You better put your hose away.
Our whole weekend is no. We had to watch. Here it goes. When the Saratoga came into Athens, Greece, 5,000 seamen got off that ship, boat, whatever you want to call it, and they came down to Glafada Square all night long, all weekend long. We had to ride in the cabs with these drunk seamen, making sure they got back to the dock. That's what they told us. Our partying was dead.
They would bring
5,000, y'all. They drunk.
Or a carrier fleet will have 20,000 people. There's 5,000 coming off of the aircraft carrier.
Yeah, it was the aircraft carrier.
It's got 100, 200 boats in the fleet coming in, and a couple submarines. Yeah, coming in. And let me tell you what, man. They would use you guys. They would use Marines and Air Force and Army people
to make sure
you guys
drunk, but got back to their.
Because we was
do not put them in the cab by themselves. If y'all got in the cab by themselves, them Greeks would have took care. They would have took advantage of you.
We coming to tear the port down, tear it apart, and yeah, we would get in fights with the Greeks and the Spaniards, and yeah, when sailors come, we coming, man. We're gonna tear that shit down. Back in the day. I'm not.
These are y'all brothers. They ain't my brothers.
Yes, we were. We were your brothers.
I had a date.
Yes, we would. The crossing the line ceremony. There were several different crossing the line ceremonies that I was a part of.
I'm sorry, y'all. We started talking about military. I'm sorry, y'all.
Joker, go Air Force. My gosh, go part-time military.
Look, I was at a veterans event last night at my grandson's school, and I got to get up and he got to introduce me and everything. And they didn't print out his paper. So I said, you know what to say? So he knew what to say. So I said, let's do this. I said, talked it into my phone, and ChatGPT typed it. And I gave him my phone and he went up there and read it.
Oh, this ChatGPT thing. Check it out. But we got to finish the story here.
Go ahead. Finish the story.
At his appeal, Kelsey called this a misperception. Kelsey told the appeals division that he had no more violence in him since 2015. At the hearing, you admitted that you needed to address your attitude, said the new decision. You explained that you have difficulty communicating with others and that you do not realize that your attitude is intimidating. Since he returned to prison, Kelsey told appeals division he's been working on himself and that he was able to diffuse a potentially conflictual situation by taking a step back and discussing the issues with the other offender. The appeals division found that Kelsey's point of view and explanations were considered during the March hearing that sent him back to prison. While you believe that your explanations during the hearing were not considered, the appeal division finds that this was not the case. It was within the board's discretion, despite Kelsey's explanations, to find he demonstrated a lack of insight and that he was unable to adjust his behavior despite attempts by his case management team to keep him out of prison. Like, we tried, bro. Support from the halfway house where he was living until this past March was withdrawn despite your commitment to a behavioral contract. You were so bad, bro, they just said, no, we don't want to deal with him no more. You was around there being a badass and didn't know that they was going to knock your ass back to prison, and that's what they did, said the appeals division. Noting Kelsey also continued to experience challenges with coworkers and was sometimes an instigator. It stressed both positive and negative information was considered by the board before it sent Kelsey back to prison. Your right to be heard was respected. Kelsey conceded that he has committed very serious crimes, but that he has changed since then. But yeah, when they put you in jail forever, for life, forever.
You what they call it, institutionalized?
Yeah. But when they put you in jail forever before a crime you committed, you got to understand that that's forever. And 25 years feels like forever, but bro, you might have a whole nother 25 years to live, or 30, or 50.
So I just saw what Kay Wayne says. They don't have there should be a program to help them help him into the real world, reestablish himself into the world. I wish do prisons do that?
It's yes, they do, but it says it here in this document. They said that you agreed to a behavioral contract. It said that you were receiving support from the halfway house. It talked about several different programs he seems to have failed. Right here in the article, you didn't hear it. Overall,
I was still laughing at the Navy stuff.
Overall, you believe that the decision to revoke your release is unreasonable because it fails to explain why your perceived negative attitude has increased your risk when there was no indication of reoffending or a return to any criminality, said the appeal division. So we gave you your parole because you had not been violent. You hadn't had any violence since 2015. You seem to be not at risk. And then you get over there with a bad fucking attitude. Hey, what's up, Princessa? And so now that you got this bad attitude, now you're wondering why we revoked your parole, your day parole. But it is within the board's discretion to have placed more weight on other more negative information than on your positive information. The appeal division disagreed with Kelsey's submission that it was unreasonable for the board to have drawn a link between the behaviors leading to his most recent suspension and the risk he poses. As noted by the board, you have a violent criminal history, and despite your index offense occurring more than 2 decades ago, you were recently convicted of uttering threats for an incident that occurred during a previous period of day parole.
Oh, well, there you go, right there.
Therefore, while you submit that you have changed and conceded that there is still work to do on your personality traits, it was reasonable for the board to have found that you're incapable of modifying your behavior, at least at this point. So, yeah, they ain't playing it. Listen, guys, when you get out on parole and all that kind of stuff, bro, you are at the mercy of those folks. You got to not show your ass and be on your best behavior until they let you go.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Finally,
you can't be out there threatening people.
You can't be. Finally, there's a toy run. It was the Steel Horse Strangers Motorcycle Club held its annual toy run this weekend to raise money and collect toys this holiday season. More than 500 motorcyclists participated in the run that began at Homestead Steakhouse in Timberlake. It winded through the Person County countryside and went through uptown Roxborough. More than $54,000. You could say were raised, but it's better to say was raised from the event for the kids. They raised $54,000 at Steel Horse Strangers Motorcycle Club.
That's good.
God dang.
Good.
Somehow that doesn't look like $54,000 worth of toys.
Well, that's just a display, man.
I'm just saying. I would think maybe in today's environment that is $54,000 worth of toys. But they raised $54,000. Wow. That's Biker News Canada says, yeah, after 25 years, it's tough. We had a guy in our chapter that did 25 and got degrees at a university in Kingston. Now he can't talk to none of us, or he goes back for life. It's like that. He can't talk to none of his former
associates,
former brothers in his 1% motorcycle club. He can't talk to none of them. He can't even be friends with them or nothing. Or he goes back to jail for life. You better take them damn degrees you got, bro, and move on. Go on. The hell with it. Ride a motorcycle by yourself, my bro. Yeah. Well, that's it for today. Preacher?
I won't be here Monday or Tuesday. Just letting you know.
And why not?
I got to go into the office.
Oh, you mean you got to work for it? Oh,
I actually got it because, well, it's the end of the year, and y'all know I work from home. And my manager / friend / ever, he's a real cool dude. But anyway, he's like, hey, man, you know, it's the end of the year. You was supposed to be going to the office at least 2 times every quarter. I haven't been yet.
Same for me. My last 5 years.
I said I haven't been yet. I'm like, okay.
My last 5 years of working were from the home. We were required to go in twice a week. And I just stopped going in. Because my manager was in Seattle. My team was in Lisle, Chicago. And I was the only person in Atlanta. And I never saw my team members ever. Everything was over the phone. And so it dawned on me, why am I going in here? 22 miles to get to work. I'll just stay home. And I spent the whole pandemic and all that stuff. Let's see, I think I started working from home in like 2013, 2014, something like that. And I spent the rest of my working life working from home. And so that's why I was able to really get Black Dragon Biker TV up and running, because I was able to work from home. And it was really cool. During the pandemic, I had 3 jobs, which was really cool. I could work them all from home. But I got tired of being at home, and so I got my own office. So I still went into the office, but it was my office, so that was cool. Anyway, you couldn't pay me enough to sleep inside a submarine. No, thank you. You know, submarines are not for everybody. And we would take bets. Sometimes we would get these surface guys that wanted to enhance their career by doing a stint on a submarine or whatever, and they would come down, and we would take bets on how long their asses would last. We'd be like, no, that guy's not going to last. He's been a skimmer. We call people that skim on the surface skimmer pukes. And this guy's been a skimmer his whole time. Now he's going to be a submariner. And we watch them guys crash out, have claustrophobia attacks and all that kind of shit, man. I've never hot racked, BD explain. Okay, so yeah, that's old stuff. So pick of the port is when you go out and you find the ugliest fat girl you can bring back. We would have contests. Who could bring back the fattest, nastiest girl to the boat? And your bros would just like, oh my God, oh Black Dragon, you won. Ah,
you can bring people to the sub.
You can bring people to the sub, and they can have tours. Well, back in my day, you could bring people to the sub, and they bring them down for tours and stuff like that. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we had to being overseas
or bring them back. There would be, maybe not on the sub, but there would be like a building that the sub everybody would go in the building or whatever, but kind of like a headquarters.
You had to sign them, right?
Yeah. Well, if it was a base, but if we pulled into like a regular port, then No, there wasn't a whole lot of signing in back then. I met my wife in Oki in '97. Oh wow, Okinawa. Full crew was 240 when I sailed. Were you on a submarine? You weren't on a submarine, were you, Joseph?
200, not but 240.
Oh, well, a bigger submarine could have 240. Could have 240 people on it.
Too many people in the tube. Too many people in the tube.
Yes, yes, it is. I won't lie. Yeah, I've been on my submarine with 200 people on it, and everybody was hot racking in the torpedo room. So hot racking, you might have to hot rack, but if you were really a low level person or a shipyard worker, yeah, we've taken 240 people out, like in sea trials, and the shipyard goes out. So you take the shipyard out with you, because if you're going to die, we're all going to die. You worked on the ship, you get to go out there with us. Okay. And then they take all the torpedoes out and they put bunks in the torpedo room, and you might have to hot rack in the torpedo room. The torpedo room is a big ass room. There's no curtain. You can't turn the lights off. It's just horrible. They make halfway house rules so the guys snitch on each other for stuff like taking too much bread at meals. Hard guys can't live with it. Can you take too much bread during a meal? They limit your bread? Yeah, Bob, he won't stay out long. Being out will be too much stress for him to handle. Maybe not. Yeah, after 25 years of stuff. Okay, I see. I'm just now catching up. Black Dragon, I'm still fighting with AdSense. Can I call you later today? Absolutely. I have a job, then I can call. Yes, absolutely, call me, man. You don't have to ask me if you can call me. Just if you got my number, whoever the hell you are, just call. Whoever the hell you are, you need to call me. Call. Everybody knows I pick up the phone. And here's my phone number for anyone who doesn't have it. Where's my phone number? If you need my phone number, you need to call me. Here it is, right here. Just call. Don't be on no dumb shit, though. You will get hung up on. I'll hang up on you. Quit. What? Click. Just like that. There's 55 watches, only 29 likes. Hey, you guys, watch me. No more civilians aboard after 9/11. Oh, is that right? Oh.
Well, like I was saying, we had to sign. We had to sign people on our base, and you only can get to sign on a certain amount at a time.
Oh, yeah. See, I was before all that, before 9/11 and all that. So I didn't see the enhanced. Yeah, you could just damn near just bring anybody you wanted on the ship. Damn near. The security wasn't like that. You were on an HMS frigate, HMS Winnipeg. Aha. And yeah, that's about 240. Yes, those would be big ships compared to us, man. Any weather girls here? These? Listen, I have talked to a couple that have said they would be my weather girls. It's hard. I haven't been able to make it happen, but I have had the fruitful discussions. So we may get a weather girl. Oh my goodness. This one girl I met at the VA, she came up to me because she was Navy, and she came up to me and talked to me, and she would be a good weather girl. I think you guys would like her as a weather girl. And she sent me her information. Let's see if we have her here. Is this her? No, that's another.
Yeah, you're right, K Wayne. I'm like, okay, here we go.
What? What's K Wayne saying?
He said, I'm looking for the exit. You start
K
talking
Wayne
about
doesn't want a weather girl?
No, he didn't say he didn't. He said I was looking for the exit.
Why would you look for the exit? You're not gonna treat our weather girl with respect and kindness? Where is she? Oh my goodness. Oh man, I cannot find her. She sent me her Instagram, and she said she wanted to be a weather girl. Man, did I lose her that fast? Anyway, you guys would have liked her as a weather girl, I think. Let's see. I got to tell you guys about something else too. There is, oh, here she is. Here she is. Okay. All right. What do you guys think about her as a weather girl? Hey, I think she. What do you think, preacher?
Hmm? What do you say?
What do you think of her as a weather girl?
Hey, guess she gonna be a weather girl.
Yeah, that's a weather girl right there. Oh, look, she's doing some weather right there. This is a Navy veteran. I met her at the VA. She came up to me. I had my Navy hat on, and the reason it was important because there are not.
That's why you get. See, that's why you get in trouble.
I'm not in any trouble.
That's why you get in trouble. That's why you get in trouble.
This is not for me. This is not for me. This is for the channel.
That's why you get in trouble. I'm just saying.
Okay. You know what? You know what? You're right. You're right. We're gonna have to get it.
How did you get her off OnlyFans?
She's a Navy veteran. She came up to me. I had my Navy hat on. It's important because there's not a lot of Navy veterans here in Atlanta. So
There's not, or you said there is?
There's not. It's mostly Army, Air Force, and Marines and stuff. So she said, "Hello, fellow Navy veteran." Blah blah blah. She's trying.
Do you know what I found out yesterday?
What's that?
That the one branch that we all laugh at, the United States Coast Guard, is the second oldest branch of military.
Yes.
I'm like, I saw that. I'm looking at it now. It came around in 1790, and the Army and Marine Corps came around 1775.
Okay, this will be our new weather girl. How about that? Will you be happy? This make you happy?
How is logical to co-host sharing a screen and chats with her? You really? You gain one and lose one. Right.
You gain one and lose one. Logic's not gonna leave because we have a weather girl, are you?
No, he's talking about the people that follow. They'll go to my page knowing that that's a pastor page, and they see that up on my page.
Oh. Imagine she's doing the weather.
No, she wasn't doing the weather just now, Doc.
What was she doing? She was standing on her Facebook. Oh my God, she can't be on her YouTube page.
Anyway, I gotta go ahead and put disclaimers on my page.
Well, we don't have any weather girls right now. Oh wow, she's showing us how to do some. Look at this. She's showing us how to make some food. Look at that. Oh my gosh, she ain't playing around though. You know how to do
Motogato, the thing was the oldest is not that the Marines and Army came around in 1775. National Guard came around in 1790.
15 years later.
Yeah. It was the Army and Marines 1775, the Navy in 1794. I mean, the Coast Guard in 1790, the Navy in 1794, Air Force in 1947. They actually had Space Force in 2019. And the kids sung the song from each branch. And when they started singing the song from the Space Force, the Army guys in front of me, that we all looked at each other like, they got a song?
The Space Force has a song?
Evidently, yeah. They sung it last night.
What is the Space Force? I have no idea.
Space Force is a division of the United States Air Force. They monitor the satellites and everything in outer space. That's what they do.
There are.
Yeah. It's a branch now. We all laughed at it when they were bringing it up. Talking about, oh, it's gonna be Star Trek, blah blah blah. They almost got the Star Trek emblem.
Roller washes, Black Dragon, why be stingy? Have a weather girl and a chef. So these girls are serving just wings and burgers and nasty ass fried fish. All they serve is fried fish. Hey, this is a chef. Look, your girl. Have you ever washed your potatoes with a sponge? I just rinse mine off. This is for real. I've been watching her here for the last few minutes, and I had no idea that there was sugar in candied yams. I don't know why I didn't know that there was sugar in candied yams. I didn't know that.
Do you not know that those are not yams?
They're sweet potatoes, but it's called candied yams.
I'm just saying. I had somebody, a chef said, here is a yam, here's a sweet potato. They are completely, totally two different things.
Are they?
Yes.
I thought all things that
we just called them.
Like
we just called them candied yams. I've been doing it for my whole life. I didn't know it until I saw that video. I was like, really?
I just always thought that
yams are a lot bigger.
Yams, I thought all things that grew like that are called yams. Potatoes are in the yam family.
Oh,
Aren't
really?
they all yams?
No, not that I know.
I think they are. Are potatoes potatoes yams? Are potatoes yams?
And what does it say?
Oh, it says I'm right, of course.
No. What does it say? What does it say?
I'm just telling you, it says that I'm right.
No. You're gonna make me
take my word for it.
You're gonna make me type. No. You're gonna make me type it up. No, potatoes are and yams are not the same. Thank you. Joseph, wrong. See, Joseph, your sweet potato jams are saying no, they're not.
They're not.
They are different types of vegetables from separate plant families. Hey, click on that thing to your right. And then I got to go, man. Where it says yams, sweet potatoes, and potatoes. What's the difference? Or your left. I don't know if it's on your right or left. It's my right.
Well, you calling to be in on the show? Hello.
They hung up on me.
What's this? This thing?
Yeah,
up on my right?
The top, right there. Right there. Yeah.
Right here?
No, go back over right there. Yeah. Here's the difference.
Potatoes and potatoes. What's the difference? Oh, so there is not. We often think of yams, sweet potatoes, and potatoes as being the same vegetable family. Like I said, Jesus.
But that's what we think. Keep reading, man. You just stop reading in middle sentence.
Because I'm right now, and I don't want to.
This isn't exactly true.
It's not unexactly true either. It's just not exactly true.
I know how you read your Bible now.
Each is part of a different plant family. They also look and taste and are nutritionally different. Potatoes are stem tubers. This means they can be found on a portion of the plant stem that grows below the ground. The part of the plant stores energy for when conditions aren't ideal for growing above the ground. The plant can then regrow when conditions improve. The potato is part of the nightshade family. That's right. They're related to tomatoes, tomatillos, eggplants, and tobacco.
And go down and say sweet potatoes.
Sweet potatoes is a root tuber. This means they grow from the root rather than the stem. The sweet potato is more closely related to a carrot than a potato. It's actually part of the morning glory family. And the yam.
Now look at the difference between a yam and a sweet potato. They totally different.
They look the same to me.
Oh my gosh.
They all look, you're right. They all look completely different. Okay. Yams are stem tubers that are part of a family of flowering vine plants. Grasses and lilies are their closest relatives. Labeling can be confusing when it comes to yams. This dates back to the early 20th century. Sweet potato growers in southern United States started calling their crops yams as a form of marketing. Many growers still label their sweet potatoes as yams to this day.
Mm-hmm.
This is now a law. There is now a law that requires yams be added to some sweet potato labels. Yams that aren't sweet potatoes are often called true yams. Yams aren't widely grown in the United States. This is because they do best in tropical climates. West Africa grows and consumes 90% of the world's supply of yams. You may need to visit a specialty store to go online to purchase yams. So we ain't even eating no yams.
No, you're not.
There are over 600 varieties of yams. Most yams we eat have a white purplish flesh with tree bark-like skin. They can get very big, sometimes upwards of 700 pounds. Yams have an earthy, neutral taste compared to sweet potatoes. They will mostly take on the flavor of your dish. Yams must be cooked before eating. They are toxic when eaten raw. Damn. True yams are seen as medicinal staple foods in part of Africa and Asia. They are high in potassium, manganese, copper, and vitamin B6. They're also a good source of complex carbs and fiber.
All right.
All right.
I just want to show you. So since you turned this into a competition, you're wrong again. I'm old. It's like 1 in 101. I'm counting. I'm gonna put this on my board. 1 in 101.
Oh my goodness!
I gotta go, man. It's 11 after 1. I mean, 11 after. It's 11 after the hour. I said 11 after 1. I'm looking at 1:11.
It's 11:44 here. All right. We're out. That was interesting, man. That was interesting.
You gotta believe me sometimes, man. Believe me sometimes.
Amen. Amen, Pastor.
I try not to be wrong.
Oh my goodness. You do.
So I won't be here Monday or Tuesday. So bless y'all ahead of time. I have to go into the office. Trust me, I do not want to go into this office. But I don't know.
Definitely. Well, we'll try to be okay without you, man. But we appreciate having you all the time.
Yep.
Pumpkin is not edible. I stand corrected. Sweet potato pie is only bought by mistake. I love sweet potato pie. Way better than pumpkin pie.
Come back. Let me go. Come back. Let me go.
Sorry,
you're gonna start all over again. I know you.
Sweet potato pie.
Listen, y'all have a great weekend. This is a good Friday. Go out there and do something. And hey, I do this often. Whatever you do today, no matter how long your list is of chores, accomplish at least one thing that'll push you forward to your destination, to your vision. And then you can say at the end of the day, I at least accomplished one thing. If you're riding, ride hard, ride safe. And always ride on faith and keep it logical. Peace.
Hey, it's your boy Black Dragon. Hey, man, thanks for tuning in. We won't have Logic Monday or Tuesday, but we will make it. Hey, y'all. Thanks for tuning in for all these years. Thank you guys for keeping me straight. Hey, man, I have gained weight like crazy. Like 12 pounds. So we are establishing and recommitting to the diet even harder than ever, bro. So it's a sing-song yo-yo, but we're working hard. Don't forget, keep on keeping on. I'm Black Dragon. That's my 2 cents. Love to hear your 2 cents in the comment section below. Thanks for tuning in, y'all. And we'll see you Monday. Tonight, you'll see me on TikTok about 9 or 10 o'clock p.m. I'm back on TikTok every day. I took about a week off. So you'll see me tonight on TikTok. Make sure to check me out. TikTok Live. Black Dragon from Black Dragon Biker TV. Thanks for tuning in and get skinny. Peace. Oh,